this is Diane Dragone for Dance VISTA. Today we're going to show you a very special edition of Dance VISTA. When you started, what type of classes were you taking?
Well, at that time, Chinese folk dancing, you know, that's a must, you know, so you study Chinese folk dance. And then later on, I pick up ballet. You know.
When I went to see Nini Chen at New Jersey PAC recently, I was really mesmerized by her traditional Chinese dance. It was, now, and again, I'm not sure, but it looked like it was traditional Chinese dance with some modern in it.
Yeah, because the matinee was meant for family audience, so I designed the program to be more entertaining.
Hi, this is Diane Dragone for Dance VISTA Television Productions. Welcome to another exciting interview and performance by a wonderful guest, Kevin Wynn. And he's a choreographer and a dancer and a teacher. And tonight he is going to talk to us about the history of Kevin Wynn Collective or Collection.
Collection. And so I always incorporate music, but I want them to be separate entities almost always. I never want the dancers to be the slave to the music.
Right.
And I never want the music to just be an undercurrent. I want to see the dynamic of what happens.
Do you ask the
together.
composer to make a certain type of music, or whatever the composer comes up with is fine by you?
Yep. I give her my thematic information,
Okay.
and then she can fly wherever she wants.
I'm sitting here with Mishi here in my studio. Just before the performance, we have a showcase tonight, and as you know, in Dance VISTA, I like to show all kinds of work.
Mishi Dance, we were founded in 2010 with a small group from Columbia and Barnard, and since then we've kind of grown. We usually perform about once a month throughout the New York City area, so trying to perform in showcases as often as we possibly can.
So all dance majors and modern, I assume it's all modern.
Yes, well, we're very classically based, but we use a lot of classical music, classical ballet vocabulary, but with a contemporary twist.
And we are seeing tonight which piece?
The piece is called Trip. It was premiered in 2012 at Ailey City Group Theater. Yes, it's a trio. My movement is always based on the music. The music always inspires me, and I kind of, the movement comes out of me inspired by whatever I hear. So I try to put on the dancers whatever I'm hearing in the music.
Now that's a little bit different from modern dance, because generally modern dance is, it can be.
Right.
With the music, against the music, no music sound.
Right.
Diane Dragone for Dance VISTA, and I'm here at the Joyce Theater in New York City on 19th Street with the world-renowned choreographer, Mr. Elliot Feld.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
It is so exciting to be here. I'm a real big fan of yours. And you can hear there's some music in the background because it's about 20 minutes before showtime right now. And we're going to talk a little bit fast, try to get a lot of information in a short time. Mr. Feld, please tell us about your life from the beginning, just real briefly. How you started as a dancer. I know you were a young man. You were a very young man when you started dancing professionally.
Yeah, I started when I was 11 years old at the School of American Ballet. That's George Balanchine's school. And then after 3 months, Mr. Balanchine choreographed the Nutcracker. And since I was one of 2 boys in the school, I was cast as the Little Prince. So that was a very quick rise.
And you were a young man when you did West Side Story, about 15
yes, I was
years old.
16, right?
16, the movie West Side Story.
No, that was the Broadway show.
Oh, the Broadway show.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was 17 when I was in the movie.
Okay. And what about Regarding X? That sounds really mysterious.
Well, I didn't know what to call the ballet. And it's a solo for Jason Jordan, who's a a very wonderful dancer.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's a kind of brooding, dark, slightly angry
Where
dance.
do your inspiration for choreography, does it just come to you in the middle of the night, or are you at dinner, or is it anywhere?
I don't know, but it always comes, the music comes first, and then some idea seems to be generated from the music.
And our guest today is Sean Curran, and he's a wonderful, dynamic choreographer. And I'm so excited that Sean is here to speak with us. And upstage of us, you could see his dancers are getting ready for a performance tonight here at Dance Theater Workshop. And you started in Irish dance, something that we absolutely love. I love it.
Yeah, my parents actually came over from Ireland in the late 1950s. So my three sisters and I, when we were kids, had Irish everything lessons.
Wow.
Irish language, Irish music, but it was the Irish dancing that seemed like the most fun. It's just me holding a mirror up to my world and asking the question still, even today, who gets to dance with who? Sometimes we go on the road to places like Nacogdoches, Texas, or Boone, North Carolina.
It must be difficult, right?
And it shocks.
Yeah.
But it's art doing its job. It makes people think, ask questions, and you love it or you hate it.
She was able to work with the great choreographer Jerome Robbins. I talked to her about that and her experience working with one of the most renowned choreographers in the world.
Jerome Robbins' work ethic, very simply, was work, 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 rehearse, 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 rehearse. He was very, very hard on his dancers. I'm sure you've heard that. But I'll tell you something, I can't think of one dancer now who worked with him that wouldn't do it all over again, including myself. He was very hard on me.
Give them strength, encouragement, inspiration, and healing.
But I would like to think my work is very emotional, very accessible. It's not
math or science is about structure.
Okay.
Choreography is about structure.
Yeah, and then I went off to Sarah Lawrence, where I really could study dance.